couple of gaming news here. There's because of the success of all the PC handhelds, um, people went out and asked Microsoft about, hey, are you planning to do anything to compete with Steam Deck and ROG Ally? And Microsoft confirmed that they are working on a device, but it is in the future. Now, nothing that they're working immediate for that'll happen right now. This is probably going to be a next gen companion. So here's a rumor on this: is that PS5 Pro came out last week. Rumor is that Microsoft is not going to do the midlife refresh, and
It's
instead,
smart.
yeah.
Yeah.
So rumor is that because rumor is that PS5, PS6 is gonna come out 2028. Um, the rumor is that Xbox is not gonna do the mid refresh, and they're just going to try and release in 2026 for the next gen.
Wow.
So so maybe this will be a companion to that. Maybe this would be the device. We don't know. It's like I've seen people using external GPUs for the ROG Ally, and it runs really well. So it could be a scenario where you have a device like that, and you dock it into an external GPU, and for your TV. So so who knows, right? It seemed like they were working on a box based on information that they put out there, podcasts and presentations. So it seems that's a possibility. So this device could be potentially a less powerful companion to that, which of course would make sense. But yeah, what do you think, man?
Well, looking at the success of the PlayStation, gosh, what's the name of the PlayStation
Portal.
handheld Portal? Look at the success of the Portal, which was out of nowhere and has actually sold me, and I want one. I don't need it, but I want it. like like I think clearly there's a handheld market still out there. The Switch market has been extremely successful. It only makes sense for them just if you're trying to follow the money pattern. Why not develop this type of this hardware? I think it's a
Right,
no brainer. You said you've seen with the Rogue Ally stuff like that. Why not have your own? Why do you need
dude.
to
They're
let the other
like
competitors get a piece of the pie?
they're already on sale for like Black Friday on Best Buy. Like the ROG Ally, pretty good
Oh,
price.
really?
Yeah,
No way.
let me look it up. Hold on.
So that's it. That's fascinating here. But then I don't know if you saw also their marketing campaign recently. This is an
Oh yeah,
Xbox. I think it's hilarious. I think it's smart. It's hilarious,
you
but I think
think
it's I
so?
will give them credit.
You think
Like
so?
this is a bento box. This is an Xbox for your lap. This is an actual Xbox. This is a cat
So
box. This is there.
so here's how I feel about that. Right, I think from someone that's not an Xbox fanboy,
Right.
it seems like a good marketing strategy. I think this is a good marketing strategy for the casual market.
Right.
Hardcore Xbox
Oh no,
fanboys
no.
probably feel betrayed by this. I don't know. I haven't looked. So
But I think it's clearly they're sending a message like how we've been talking about predicting the future of them. Like guys, we need to get away from your traditional console and like
right,
Xbox is turning into truly just a brand and like they're really phasing out of like having just their stuff be exclusive to their own hardware and really making Game Pass their business. And like those so like there's clearly signs that that's the way they're going,
right.
but yeah,
It's
interesting handheld news. We'll see.
ROG Ally 349 right now on Best Buy.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow. Okay.
yeah. So
Interesting.
because I've been like I'm telling you, I've been looking at them, right. So um, I've been looking at the ROG Ally, and I've also been looking at the um like the budget friendly like retro handhelds. I've been looking into that. So it's been like my last week. You know what? It's like I need to take my
Right.
mind off of stuff. Let's look at retro handhelds, and
Cool.
went down that rabbit hole, and there's some really impressive stuff out there that's like for $80 on Amazon. You can get a really nice device that you can run, anything up to like PS1 or
No way.
And Dreamcast. Yeah, man, it's awesome. So So I've been looking into those because they're super cheap. They're small, and throw in a backpack and put in a pocket or whatever. Uh, the
Sure.
the and then I'm still holding out for that Switch. I don't think that announcement is gonna come out. It's not gonna happen this year. But I think it's gonna happen more than likely how it happened with the original Switch, which was like in January, February, and then the console came out in March or something like that. So you'll
Yeah.
probably they're not gonna run the risk of having people not buy a Switch this holiday season, and
Yeah.
so so that's what's probably gonna happen. Um, so whenever that happens, I'm gonna get it. Like there's, I think the Switch is phenomenal, but
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
gotten to the point where it just chugs, man.
It's time.
It's
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 time.
time, yeah, yeah. And it's fine, right? You can still run your like first party stuff that runs really well, but then when you're trying to do like I don't know if you've seen the Mortal Kombat One on the Switch, dude, that thing is embarrassing. So,
I
um,
just saw NBA 2K on it and it was rough. So I don't
oh,
want
you
to know
saw
what Mortal
oh,
Kombat looks
really,
like. Yeah.
bro? Mortal Kombat looks like a PS2 game on it. It's rough, dude. So, it's funny because I was talking to my daughter because she was asking about Sparking Zero, the Dragon Ball Sparking Zero on Switch. Is like, oh yeah, it's not happening on Switch.
Yeah.
Um, but then I showed her Sparking Zero on the Rogue Ally, like a video of it, like someone running, and it was running pretty good. And it's like, oh, so maybe that game is probably gonna come out for the new Switch. I was like, yeah, because now you Switch that they can't do this like Unreal Engine 5 games on Switch. So now they gotta, you know, they gotta do something because they're gonna start missing out on these games.
They will. They will.
We'll talk about it.
It's
You know what? And
yeah.
we can transition into that because there's some information that got out there about the successor and the current Switch. So the only information that Nintendo confirmed is full backwards compatibility. Yay!
Yeah.
So finally, we know that. That's great. That's gonna happen, because I think that there's absolute masterpieces that came out on the Switch. Not only games that were on the Wii U that people never played and that got ported, but the Zeldas, Mario Odyssey, um, the Bayonetta 3. Um, there's Pikmin and all that stuff that didn't come out or anything. So, pretty exciting. Pretty exciting. Luigi's Mansion, another really good one. So, oh wait, hold on. Oh, there's making noise. Stop, Chrome. Guess on the podcast. I don't want to get flagged. So, they confirmed that that's happening. So that's good. And they've also confirmed. I'm gonna reopen the site here. Hold on, because it was just playing an ad and then it freaked me out. 146.04 million Switches sold. Um, the Echoes of Wisdom, the Zelda game that just came out, 2.58 million. That's that's pretty good for a game that me personally I don't care about. It's it's not my Zelda cup of tea, but that's great that people are enjoying it. Like even games like Pikmin have sold more than what they did in the GameCube and Wii U combined. So really good stuff. They're getting there. Close to PS2 numbers. Will they make it? Probably, but yeah, man. What do you think of this sales and the backwards compatibility announcement?
Yeah. Yeah, when I saw the backwards compatibility announcement, I got really excited. It seemed like a no-brainer, but let's be real, that they didn't have to do it. They didn't have to do it, but they did it, and I'm glad they are. And I think it's something that's going to help for a transitional, considering that, let's be real, it is their most successful, launch of a console, the Switch. And so, if you're trying to get people to the next gen, and people who might say, like, there are gonna be people who are going to say, I'm not running to the next one because I'm happy playing my old games because of how much it's beloved. it's easier to tell people you can play this brand new Mario Kart, blah blah blah, and you can still play your old one and not have to spend any additional money,
Right.
just updating hardware. Now, that's an easier sell, I think. Clearly, it worked back in the day with PS2 to your PS1. I think this is going to be a PS2 type situation with the new Switch in the sense of like a easy transition, but truly a visual
Right.
noticeable difference like for its time. And I know for some people, like, what are you talking about? PS2 look terrible. You had to be there at its time to know, like, that was a big deal, and that was a transition. I think it's gonna be the same thing that you're gonna see here with this, and that'll be
Yeah.
great. So yeah, that's my take there. Now as it pertains to just like overall sales, and I don't know, man. They have nothing to worry about. This is why we're having a delay in this release. They're gonna have it. Like I know you have your concerns, what you were saying about, hey, they're gonna be falling behind, but they have an answer. Like we know it's coming.
Right.
They're just taking their time with it, and it will be early next year. I'm.
I'm
You
sure.
want a Joel prediction? It's gonna be early next year. I feel confident. I wasn't gonna say this last year because something about it this last year felt like they were dragging their feet because there wasn't enough rumors that
Right.
made me feel like good about. I felt weird about PS5 Pro. You were more confident than I was, and you nailed that deadline of when exactly it would be released. I mean, you were like maybe a week off in your prediction. That's the same thing, basically. That's amazing. Um, I didn't even feel as confident about the Pro, so we'll see. But it'll be early next year. It'll be fine.
Yeah. No, we'll see for sure. Joe, I don't know if you saw that Sega is delisting a bunch of games. So they're cooking something.
Yeah,
I don't know
it's
what's going
happening.
on, but Sega's cooking something. I don't know if it's gonna be another micro console repackaging, but the and I'm doing this as a PSA. Um, the Sega Genesis Classics that's on basically every console and PC. It's 50 Sega Genesis games. That's gonna get delisted everywhere. So that's getting delisted on Switch, PS4. I don't know. I don't remember if it's on Xbox, but it's getting delisted on Switch and PS4, and then on PC they're delisting a bunch of stuff. Like not only that,
Mm,
they're delisting like Dick Ryan Radio, Crazy Taxi, like Dreamcast stuff, right?
yeah.
So they're cooking something. I don't know what it is, but um, I highly recommend that if you have even a passing interest on Sega Genesis stuff, to get this collection before it gets delisted. It's available on physical, right? I'm sure that that's gonna go up. I have it on PS4. I think I bought it for like $7 on a sale,
Wow.
and you get 50 Sega Genesis games, dude. It's an incredible value. There's some really really good games there. So as a PSA, I'm putting out there, guys. If you're interested, um, grab it because it's getting delisted. I don't know what Sega's cooking. I'm very very curious. I'm very excited for Sega, dude. I don't know why. Like
Oh,
Sega,
dude, you should
Sega's
be.
been
You should
cooking
be.
for. Oh, speaking of Sega, I did get Metaphor Refantasia. I haven't played it yet. It's back here sealed, but I did get it. I'll jump into that in a few weeks here. But man, Sega's had. I am very happy for Sega. Like being a Sega kid and seeing Sega do this well now, it's really exciting. It's like, yeah, you don't have a console anymore, but like they're everywhere and they're putting out quality stuff. So, um, real happy to see them. So, be this successful this late, right? Because when you think about it, they were like almost gonna be gone, and they turned it around. So, but yeah, no, as if you're interested, it's out there, Switch and PS4 and PC, and highly, highly, highly recommend it. It's real good. So get these games before they're gone.